Hey guys, James again for TFBTV. Today, I'm actually really excited to bring to you the Bersa BP9cc. Now, some of you may be familiar with Bersa. They really broke out maybe about 10 years ago with the Bersa Thunder 380, which was a PPK style fixed barrel 380 that was very reliable and very affordable. Excellent little single stack 380. Now they're getting into the single stack 9 market, as are a lot of manufacturers, and they're made, all the Bersas are made in Argentina, including this BP9cc. Now the BP9cc, it's 0.94 inches thick, which is kind of par for the course, between 0.9 and 1 inch thick for single stack 9mm. What it does have, this has an 8-round capacity, so you can get a full grip on it with the frame. That's not with an extended magazine. You can get a full grip on it, and it feels great. Ergonomically, very well done. It even has a little accessory rail up front if you want to mount a light, which is another feature that most of these single stack guns lack. However, I think the best feature of this BP9cc is the fact that the trigger is extremely light and smooth. It's better than most single stack defensive 9mm on the market today by a huge margin. And for that matter, it also takes Glock sights, which is also an excellent feature. Slide serrations are very aggressive towards the rear, only 21 ounces, so pretty lightweight. It's got an overall length of 6.35 inches, a height of 4.8 inches, so it's a little bit taller, and like I said, the weight's 21.5 ounces, which is a little bit heavier than most single stack 9s, but bear in mind, you're getting that extra 2 rounds. It's got a 3.3 inch barrel length, and it's got a trigger safety, a magazine safety, an automatic firing pin safety, and it's got a little key safety too. Some people don't care for them, I don't in particular, but some people like to be able to lock these up. Ambi mag release, last round hold open, which is not a standard feature in all single stack subcompact 9s. And as much as I liked the Bersa, there is one thing that I noticed before I sent it back to the factory a couple of weeks after I shot it, and that is rust. It started to form along the slide, as you can see in these pictures. That may not concern a lot of you. Really, performance is the most important thing. However, if you carry close to the skin like I do, or you live in the South like I do, and you sweat all over your gun, this could be a big potential problem. But I am really excited to show you guys how good the trigger is on this gun. Let's check it out. So as you can see, it's a pretty good shooting little gun. Very impressed with the build quality. It's actually triple serialed, which is funny. You got a serial number on the frame, you've got a serial number on the slide, you got a serial number on the barrel. That's something that you see with, you know, HK.
Tell you what, my thoughts on the gun. Trigger's phenomenal, feels great, without a doubt. And when I say phenomenal, just mean just from a standpoint of right off the shelf, where I think it falls in line with the shield. Ergonomics feel great on it, without a doubt. It's not very aggressive, hands down, but at the same time, if I'm carrying it every day, you know, I wouldn't want it very aggressive. I do like the point that the standard mag, I want to say, is 8, so that's a nice touch. Also, I do have a full grip on the gun, so it's not missing a little pinky, and that is standard, which is also nice. All in all, it's a very nice gun. I mean, I'd count it right up there with the rest of them.
So final thoughts on the Bersa, on the BP9cc. You guys saw, I don't know if it's by virtue of the both thumbs forward approach, but we actually have had a couple of issues with the gun failing to lock back on the last round today, as it just did. I mean, 1 in every 4 or 5 mags, it's really not that bad. But, you know, that said, I really think these are some of the most underrated guns in the industry. This probably has the best trigger of any single stack 9mm that isn't something like over the top custom. I guess sub $500, you're just not gonna find a better trigger. And it is just well made. It's inexpensive. You get the option to put the Glock sights on there. You're getting 8+1. A lot of you guys don't like to dangle a pinky. I don't mind. That's how I drink my beer anyways, with a dangling pinky. So, it's not a big deal for me, but I gotta tell you, this feels great to be able to have a single stack that's thin, it's light, and to be able to get a full grip on it just makes it that much more controllable. I'm not telling you to buy a Bersa BP9cc, but I'm telling you to at least check it out if you're in the market for Shield, Glock 43, Car PM9, XDS. We had Jacque shooting it, and he owns a Shield, he owns the XDS. We just had Sergeant Jesse, and he shot it, he loved it, and then Katie shot it, and she liked it too. So I'm telling you, but nobody's heard of this gun. I brought this out here. I'm the only one who's heard of Bersa before we hit the range today. So do yourselves a favor, check it out. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks to all the subscribers. And of course, thanks as usual to our sponsor, Ventura Munitions. See you guys next week.
Hey guys, it's Alex again with TFBTV. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, we've actually just launched a Patreon page. If you could consider donating $1 or $2 a month, it would really help us out and allow us to continue doing this. And we like doing it, and we hope you enjoy watching the videos. Until next time.